Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Kempton Park here on Monday. It is the 21st of April, 2025. Gonna look the second race at 255 from Kempton. But before I get on to that, remember, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the second race to 255, which is the Magnolia Stakes. It's listed stakes for Class 1 horses, going for a $62,500 purse. Race for 4-year-old and upwards, field of 8 horses, going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the poly track. Gonna take the 6-horse Military Order as top selection. We're gonna go 657 in the tri-cash trifecta. 657 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection is 6-horse Military Order. 5-year-old gun by Frankel here. Godolphin Doan, Charlie Athlete trains. William Buick gets on this horse. He hasn't been seen in just over a year. That came in the 7th of April, long shot most recently of last year in the Group 2 Prix de Harcourt, and he finished 7th by 17 lengths that day. Something must have went amiss because you didn't see the horse the rest of the season. He just really tailed off, completely hit the wall. This wasn't his day to win. If the old, military order shows up, he could win. I'm going to give him a shot here off the bench to come on the winner circle again. He ran two back in the Winter Derby of 24 at Southwell, mile 3/8 on the 24th of February, where he won by a length that day and took the shortest way around. He stalked, he got the lead, he quickened up nicely, and he went away with it. A very good, strong run for that day. He ran in the trial for the at Southwell for the Winter Derby in the winter of 24, where he finished second by a head behind Enemy that day, who just had the jump on this horse, but this horse had to gain a lot of ground. For all said and done, I didn't think it was a half bad race. It was his first race since Chester in the autumn of 23, mile 3/4 in the Chester Stakes, where he finished fifth by 19 and a quarter lengths that day, and he just really kind of yielded late. I don't think he was a stayer. As a 3-year-old, he was running quite nicely. He actually won the Langfield Derby trial quite nicely. Won a very nice novice race at Newbury in the fall of 23, and then in his Derby, he just did not do a lot of running. He was 14th there, beating nobody home, and August Rodin is just a much better horse. But refreshing here against these horses back to a mile and a quarter, which is in his wheelhouse, I think he can win. Wouldn't be surprised if Five Wars Lions Pride could win also for Jonathan Gaz and Kieran Schumark. Ran most recently locally in the September Stakes over the mile and a half in September, where he finished second by 4 1/4 lengths. The winner, Calpina, that they just had to jump in this horse, also was an extra winner. This horse just kind of stalked, needs something more, but she got down the race course well. Prior time, the Group 3 Glorious Stakes of Goodwood over the mile and a half, finished fifth by 4 3/4 lengths that there, where again, just kind of yielded. Maybe didn't want to go the mile and a half. The race over the mile and a quarter weren't bad at all last season also. Is a course winner, winning the Floodlit Stakes here in the autumn of 23 quite nicely. That was over a mile and a half, but it had very, very soft fraction. They almost went 2 minutes and 40 seconds for a mile and a half, so he had everything his own way that day on the front end. But he's back to this track he likes running at. He's 4 for 2 locally. I'll give him a shot here on the plays pod. But to recount my selects for the second, the 255 from Kempton, it is the Magnolia Stakes. Going to take the 6-horse Military Order. Give kudos to the 5-horse Lions Pride. 657 Tri-Cash Trifecta, 6-5 in the multi-race. So let's one. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.